pretty privilege is real, that people who are considered beautiful make more money, and that beauty is capital. Beauty is money.
Will you promise me something? No matter how pretty they make you, just don't let them erase you.
Promise.
You get the surgery, they tell you what to do, and that's it. Paris?
What are you doing here?
I was worried.
Things are just different here. You'll get it when you're pretty.
This film feels a little bit weirdly like timelier than ever because I feel like today's world, like the absolute lengths to go to fit in is so far. Like people, I think it's hard to like not lose sight of yourself sometimes when you're just being fed so much information all the time and so much comparison and so many things that you want to do to look better. We see everything all the time where our brains are not even meant to process it that quickly. So I really hope that this movie just like, you know, allows people to take a second and remember that they have a choice in how they want to live their life and how they want to present themselves, and that whatever they choose to do, like, that is totally fine. That's totally up to them as long as they remember that it is a choice and they have so many options.
Now, Uglies uses a dystopian setting to highlight extreme measures, you know, taken for beauty. What do you think this narrative says about the lengths people go to in today's world to fit in? And how might the film encourage viewers to rethink these pressures?
Brene Brown says true belonging is the opposite of fitting in. So if you want, well, true belonging is showing up and allowing yourself to be seen. Fitting in is trying to like shape shift so that other people will accept you. But I think tying and people understand this implicitly, but making it obvious that pretty privilege is real, that people who are considered beautiful make more money, and that beauty is capital. Beauty is money.
For a long time, I never saw people that look like me on screen, and so growing up, the pressure to conform to whiteness was really big for me. And so to be able to own my heritage and my features, and I mean, that's huge, I think, and I'm glad that I don't feel the need to conform in that way anymore.
Growing up, I remember at a time where like I always had to cut my hair, and I never got to wear my hair natural. And all the people I saw got to wear their hair natural had quote unquote good hair. So I always thought my hair wasn't, you know what I'm saying,
Conventionally good.
Exactly. And I thought that for a long time. And then around high school, when I was able to kind of do what I want to do, I was growing it out. I was dyeing it. I was, you know what I'm saying? I always just wanted to express myself with my hair.
Look, I am a huge component on if there's something about yourself that you don't love and you have the opportunity to change it because it makes you feel better internally, then by all means. Yeah. That's each individual person's journey. But I think beauty should be less defined externally, it should be internally. Yeah. And I don't think, especially with how present social media is in all of our lives, that we do that deep dive enough. And so I think, hopefully in the same ways that you experience, you know, this film encourages people to have that moment in the mirror every morning and saying, how am I helping myself internally? What am I doing to be the best version of myself? The amount of time I'm putting into making sure my hair looks perfect, or that, you know, I'm putting a pimple patch on because I got this little honker on my cheek that I don't love. Like, how do I stop focusing so much on that and just love myself internally a little more and show up as the best version of myself?